That is so bad. Alright, you're coming into the start of this. I just spent 30 minutes recording, and I didn't press record. Happens to the best of us, let's get over it. This video is going to be sort of a should you play / what is all of the systems like in ARKNIGHTS ENDFIELD. This is going to feel very rehearsed because it is. I just did an entire bloody video about it and I didn't film. But it's going to be like that, like should you play it, or should you play it at the end. It's going to be gacha system, then story, then gameplay, then do I enjoy it, then will you enjoy it, and should you play it? Let's jump right into it, because now I've wasted so much time. First thing, gacha system. Gacha system, really good. The way I explain it is it's better than most gacha systems, but it requires a little more thought. Because you've heard so much about the gacha system. If you're watching this video, 99% chance you've heard so much about this gacha system, but I'll say it anyways. This 120 does not carry over to the next banner, and will not carry over to the next banner ever. This is just for this banner, and then the next one there'll be a new 120. So if I don't do any more pulls on this, it'll stay at 119 until the banner ends, and then the next banner will come up, and it'll say 120 attempts to guarantee. But it'll still say 79 up here. So your 80 pity doesn't reset, but this 120 does. And that's caused a lot of, like, discourse, I want to say. A lot of people saying it's really greedy, which I get why you think that. Like, I'm not gonna dog on you for thinking that's a little bit greedy. At the end of the day, all gacha systems are a little bit greedy, but I will say this is not that greedy. Because this is actually sort of enforcing free-to-play players to be more smart with their pulls. Because, like, if you think about, like, Wuthering Waves, right, or not even Wuthering Waves, I don't want to make this about this game versus Wuthering Waves, that's stupid. If you think about any of the big games, Zenless Zone Zero, Genshin Impact, Wuthering Waves, what's the other Hoyo vs. Slop game, the team one, the Slop team one, Honkai Star Rail, that's it, Honkai Star Rail. If, like, all of those games, it's sort of gives you enough leeway to just, oh, I have 10 pulls that I can do. I'm just gonna rip 10 pulls. Let's see if I get it. And then once you do one, you're like, but what if I get it in the next 30? Then you do 30, and then you're at 40 out of 80. And then you're like, okay, I'm halfway to hard pity. What if I get it on the 50-50? So you pull until hard pity. And then you lose. And then you're like, well, now I've lost the 50-50. Now I've done so much. Now I kind of, like, need to do something. Like, I kind of need to swipe to get the character. I've already spent so much. I can't just come out of this empty-handed. Then you spend money, and then you get the character, and then you feel bad about yourself. This game, this rule here, that this doesn't carry over, is, I think, in my personal opinion, specifically designed to enforce that you don't do that. It's very much implying, save up until you have 120 pulls, and then do it. So then you know what you're pulling for, you're sure that you want to pull for it, and then you are also sure that you are going to get the character you want, especially if you're free to play. A lot of people are trying to say that this is specifically designed to take advantage of players of their favorite gacha. Like I said, I don't want to make it that Wuthering Waves. A lot of people from Wuthering Waves said this. That is crazy main character syndrome, in my opinion. Not everything is invented to spite what you like. I'm sorry. This is a system that has been around for a long time, and I'm 90% sure this system was in the first ARKNIGHTS, which was before the whole Hoyo takeover. It's not designed to take advantage of you, it's designed with the basic thought process that people are going to read what you're putting there. If you click right here and you let it load and you scroll down, it tells you somewhere around here. 6-star operator charted head home 50%, 50% lave attain. 120 attempts. This guarantee can trigger only once and will reset. It's just coming into this expecting you to know how to read, which is not a hard ask. It's expecting you to be literate. It's not a impossible task for you to complete, I promise. And I'm not trying to dog on anyone specifically, but I'm just saying, like, I'm kind of sick of the hate because I've been excited for this game for so long. And the gacha system is really good. The next thing about the gacha system, weapon pools. If you don't know how the weapon pools work, you get them off of the character pools. These little arsenal tickets you get from the character pools. You get roughly about 500 per 10 pull. And the only other way to get them, because you might be thinking already, like, what if you get the character early, then you have no arsenal tickets to pull the weapon? Yeah, you exchange these. Which has been another source of discourse. The weapon pools can only be acquired through doing character pools and exchanging premium currency. And I am going to try and explain what one of the main arguments, why can't they just exchange these, your standard currency? Because this is what you get just throughout the game. This is what you have to pay for. This is what you get normally. Why can't you just exchange this? My answer is if they made the exchange rate from this to Arsenal tickets too high, then pulling for the character would be useless. Because this would just completely throw out that system, and they may as well have just made it so you have separate pulls. If you make it too low, it'd be stupid if I had like $100 barrel and it converted into like one of this, because then why wouldn't I just do the character pulls? I would end up getting more. Like, you have to... It's a very strange system. They've kind of shot themselves in the foot by making such a strange system. It's good on paper. Like, yeah, like, it's great for free-to-play players, because they could, like, when they go to 120, they basically get the weapon for free. But then, you know, what if they get lucky? And another thing to sort of think about here is don't plan to get lucky. You never do that in a gacha game. One of the big arguments is, what if you get lucky? Don't plan to get lucky. Plan to get unlucky. Plan to have to go to 120 pulls. Don't plan, oh, I'm gonna get it in the first 10 pulls, so I only need to save 10 pulls. Like, yeah, it could happen, and you've kind of shot yourself in the foot if it does happen. But that's not going to happen to most people. Most people are going to get the character at 120, which is almost going to guarantee this. If not, it is going to guarantee this. So, I just have nothing else to add on the Arsenal exchange. It is a bit weird. I'll level with everybody. This could do with a little bit of tweaking. Maybe make it a little bit cheaper. If it was a little bit cheaper, it would be great. Next part. Let's talk about the story. The story is amazing. Especially the first part. The first part of the story is great. I had a lot of fun with it. Like, there was a couple times when I was, like, forgetting I was playing a gacha game. And it felt like a day one release. The only thing that sort of drew me back was how, you know, the art style is so... As you can see, the art style is a bit gacha. Just a little bit if you couldn't tell. But it's really good. Like, the story is really good, and it's on par with some, like, big AAA games. I would say, at least. I really enjoyed this game. There's not much else I can really say about the story without spoiling it for everybody. I don't want to do that. I want you to play the story. Spoiler alert for the video. Yeah, I'm not going to go much much more into the story. But I'm only in the first act. Remember that. It could go completely terrible in the second act, and I will eat my words, and I will do it nicely. I'm going to move on now, because the story, I can't say much without spoiling. But there's a lot of good moments, and a lot of fun moments. Did I enjoy it? That's kind of obvious. Yes, I absolutely love this game. I enjoyed it. Should you play it? Will you enjoy it? Yes. I think 80% of the people who try out this game will love it. Will absolutely love this game. And not only because there's sort of two big main gameplay. As you can see here, I've got my little factory system. Don't critique me about my factory system. I'm not far enough in the game to have a big industrial plant. But the factory system is one aspect of gameplay that will attract a lot of people. And then the combat is another that will attract a whole nother group of people. And I think, it's kind of got something for a lot of people in this game. That's not the main reason why I said to play it. That's just a little tangent. The main reason is how well polished this is. I was, before the game released, I was sitting there and I was literally looking up and I was like, please do not be another Duet Night Abyss. If you played Duet Night Abyss on launch, you know what I mean. If you didn't, I'm happy for you. You dodged a bullet there. This game is so well polished and so fun. I think anyone who picks it up will have at least some enjoyment. Plus, if you pick it up and you're not the type to spend money on games, you just want to play and you want to enjoy it and you don't want to have to spend money, like I said, the gacha system is extremely free-to-play friendly if you think about it. And you don't have to pull every character. You don't need the new unit to succeed in the game, which is a huge thing. It's a huge thing that you don't need the new character every time to succeed, because that gives so much more wiggle room to the free-to-play as well. They don't need to pull when they can. They can pull when they want. If you are a free-to-play player and you just want to chill, sit on your couch, play a game on the TV for a couple hours, or even an hour, ARKNIGHTS ENDFIELD is a good game for that. And if you want to sit down and grind it out for 10 hours like I did yesterday, it's a good game for that as well. It is just so fun, and I think a lot of people enjoy it if they give it the time of day. Also, it's free. Come on, it's free. Try it out. It's you're not losing anything if you try out a free game, other than maybe an hour of your time. And if you don't like it, drop it. Whatever. It happens with 90% of gacha games anyway. They get dropped in the first hour. But I think most people enjoy this game. I think if you're watching this video, first of all, if you're watching this video specifically, you obviously are thinking about trying it for the reason I just said then. It's free. If you're thinking about trying a free game, just try it. Try it. It is really good. I think most people will enjoy it. I'm going to stop talking in circles. I can talk for for hours. But, I finally got my recording. It's 15 minutes. 15 minutes? That seems a little bit low. Anyways, I hope you had a good time watching. I hope you come out of this with a little bit of thought into the game. Maybe if you didn't want to try it before, you might want to give it a go now. If you were thinking about trying it, you're giving it a go. What else? The next video I release will either be a Levitain pulling video or another Persona video on some of the new content, depending on which one I like more. And based on that, I think it'll be a Levitain pulling video, because I'm a little bit of a pull addict. But, stay tuned for the next one. This ARKNIGHTS, I think, is going to have maybe a little bit of a spot on the channel. Maybe not every week, maybe not every second week, maybe every now and again I'll be playing ARKNIGHTS. And so if you like ARKNIGHTS, if you like Persona is what I usually do, subscribe, like, pushes it out there, and if I can, get enough followers, if I can get enough whatever, and I start making money, I can start pumping more money into the gacha game for you guys to watch. And that is amazing. That is the beauty of doing YouTube videos and not having a job and sitting on your butt all day and playing games. Anyways, I'm gonna go now. I'm gonna stop yapping your ear off. Try out ARKNIGHTS, and peace.